Good afternoon or morning or evening to whoever is watching. I'm back. It's a very rare occasion, it seems. I would try to make it less of a rare occasion. Let me just make sure my mic is actually working. Rare occasion. Okay, I am actually coming through. Great. I haven't turned on this setup in a while. I suppose we will just chat a bit before I start the game. Today we're playing Forza Horizon 6. It's a game that I've been playing for a while. There's no real like story game progression stuff, so I'm not sure if I'll stream it again, but yeah, I think it will work as a very good game to just chill out with and just get a bit of life update maybe. Yeah, might be lagging a bit because the game is apparently killing my graphics card, so I'm gonna lower my graphics settings so it's no longer killing my graphics card, and that is all better. Very good. Okay. Yeah, it's like the old saying, like, fuck it, we'll do it live. Beepity boopity, I am Scoobity Doo. I don't know what I'm saying. Hi, Active Camouflage. I remember you from a long time ago. I'm glad you're still around. Yeah, so today we're playing Forza Horizon 6. I'm gonna just pop it over to the game. Hopefully it works. There we go. And I hope it's not too loud. Please do let me know if it's a bit loud. I'll adjust it accordingly, but I'm just trying to complete the festival playlist for today. I haven't streamed this before, so in case you just tuned in, no, you didn't miss anything from before. It's all new to the streamosphere. Yes, oh wow, you're top fan number 1 apparently. That's very good to see. Yeah, everything's going good. I haven't been free recently to do any streams, so that's why. And it could be like an excuse, but I just haven't settled down recently enough to do a proper streaming schedule. So yeah, and today is not really a regular. I'm just still just adjusting to the streaming, just keeping my channel alive, you know, doing like a once a few months check-in to make sure that, you know, I still got it. I've still got it, you know, the old man still got it. What am I trying to do? Why am I where I am? What is the meaning of life? I have no idea. I'm trying to complete the festival playlist. Yeah. But apparently I should smash vending machines. Maybe I'm trying to do this one. I'll just go for this one. I forgot what I was doing last time Oh yeah, I got the drift car and I was trying to do the drift event thing. I don't know. I'll just switch my cars to something that I can actually drive without sliding all over the place. Anyway, yeah, so some life updates. I'm still kind of currently in a transition state. I don't have a very set schedule or anything yet, so that's why I can't commit to a live streaming schedule, but today happens to be a public holiday. Let me just make sure I'm actually coming through. Let me just make sure I'm okay, good. I hope that the scene change would not break anything. It did not break anything. So yeah, today it happens to be a public holiday where I am. It is the king's birthday, but it is not actually his birthday. It's just a symbolic holiday for all the monarchs back in the homeland of you know, Britain. So I'm taking this opportunity to relax a bit, just catch up a bit on my relaxation time, maybe catch up on my hobbies as well. But yeah, something like that. Ah yes, King's birthday. I forgot we had one of those. Yeah, a king, right? Yeah. It's still a very... I think it's kind of a contentious... Is that how you say it? Contentious? Yeah, contentious issue regarding the politics and whatever. But anyway, all I'm glad for is that we have a holiday. I think that's what most people is... most people just see it as that. Nobody really cares about the king or the queen or whoever is back in England, I mean Britain, to take charge of things. Even I think it's being treated as a much more unserious public holiday compared to the other public holidays that this country's people tend to take more seriously. For example, everybody takes Christmas off or everybody takes New Year's off, but major groceries are still open in this part of the country. It's like business as usual, except those who want to take time off can take time off. It's like a selective public holiday. Yeah. If you want to work for the public holiday money, it's just a regular Monday for you. But I'm just gonna take this regular Monday off. Because I can, so why the hell not? Yeah, anyway. I think I should warp somewhere closer. I don't want to drive 14 kilometers. It appears I've actually been to this race already, so why am I even driving there? Yeah. So yeah, just relaxing, but an hour. Let's see, let's join this competition. The reward is a Ferrari Roma. I think objectively compared to, let's say, Forza Horizon 4, which is the last one that I played, this Forza Horizon 6 is, I think, objectively a better game. There is really no way around it. I think it is a very... Let me just see the car category, modern supercars. There is no doubt that I think Forza Horizon 6 is a more superior, like objectively superior game. Apparently it's what the fans have been asking for the entire time. Forza Horizon 5 appeared to be a bit of a flop. No one really cared. And 4 was nice. I played that a bit, but it got boring real quick because you just kind of unlocked everything way too quickly. So it got boring real fast. Modern supercars. Apparently I only have these two. I guess I'll just go for the NSX. And I will have to give it a tune. Let's see. It is a free car, I think. You unlock it after doing a completing an event or something like that. But I'm just racing against bots, so that shouldn't be much of an issue. Guess I'll just go for this one. Yeah. Forza Horizon 4 was... Well, I can only compare Forza Horizon 4 because it's the only one that I've played out of most of the Horizon series. Actually, I played Forza 4, Forza Motorsport 4. Is it Motorsport 4 or just 4? Yeah, the one that came with the Xbox way back when. Gee, these guys are fast. Yeah, the one that came with the Xbox, you know, way back in like 2011 or 2013. I played that one for a while, and that was quite fun. Yeah, folks have been asking for Japan since Horizon 2. That's quite right. But I guess Turn 10 was just holding out until now. And it is... Well, if there was ever a doubt that it's, you know, like which time is the correct time to to release this game. Of course, there's never really too much of a wrong time to release a Japanese styled kind of game, because Japan has kind of always been something that you can sell. I feel like the idea, Japan stuff has always been quite attractive. It's quite a good idea, but now is especially a good time for Japanese themed racing stuff, especially. It's the classic thing Japan phenomenon. Yeah, thing Japan, especially with the car stuff. I do agree, like, I wouldn't have given this game much of a thought if it wasn't set in Japan. It would just be like, ooh, another Horizon game that I don't know or care about in, what do you even call it, whatever place they set it in. I don't know. If they set it in like China, for example, I don't think I would have played it. But it happens to be Japan, which Japan plus car stuff has always been my little niche obsession. Not JDM stuff especially, just like car and Japan. That's why I didn't pay much attention to the last Horizon game. Also, I think my head is probably in the way of something in the UI. I have to watch my gameplay when it actually comes up, but not that really matters. Yeah, of course, like the first thing I did when I played the game was I went to Daikoku and I saw nobody there, so that's fun. But honestly, I've actually went to Tokyo in real life like a couple of years ago already, so not that huge of a deal. Okay, I don't think I'm blocking anything too bad, especially. You can still see the speed and the stuff. Yeah, and I'm actually really glad that this came out around now instead of maybe last year, because a game that I really liked, Tokyo Extreme Racer, came out maybe just last year, like in full release, and I think if Forza Horizon 6 came out if Horizon 6 came out, at around the same time as Tokyo Extreme Racer, it would have like tanked Tokyo Extreme Racer. Not that it's a bad game or anything. It's just the same, like it's competing for the same audience. That's all. Yeah, funny thing, last year my prediction was China for the setting. If it was China though, I think that would have been too... Maybe it wouldn't have worked as well. Anyway, where is the next race for this series? Here. Travel. Yeah. I really liked Tokyo Extreme Racer and I didn't want it to flop. So this coming out later, Horizon 6 coming out later, was probably better for that game. Because it's not fighting for the same, like... It's not fighting for the attention of the same audience. Yeah, TXR is just a bit more niche. Yeah. And I'm glad it did well. And it came out at a time where there was not much else going on, so it got the full attention that it deserves. That's what I think. Ooh. Bit of a tight corner. Those brake lines are crap. Barely braked for that one, but sometimes they work. Sometimes you absolutely smash in the corners if you don't brake when the brake lines come up. Of course I could just turn it off altogether, but actually I tried a really hard setting for the drive avatars, the opponent skill level. But I figure that I could win, but with multiple retries. Like if I challenge myself that hard, I could. If I try really hard, I could. Oh shit! If I try really hard, I could I could beat like the, I don't know, the next level up, which is like a pro or expert level, one of those. If I try really hard, I could beat them. But that kind of takes the fun out of this arcade sim racer that I want to play. I was actually in some TXR communities when the new one came out. We got a nice bump in people. Hell yeah. Yeah. But for a lot of people, their first exposure to TXR is just that game. They probably didn't know anything about the older games. And yeah. One gripe one kind of gripe I have with the new game though is that it is running in, I think, like the Unreal Engine, which is just a bit too unoptimized for my liking. Of course it looks nice and stuff, but I don't think it's good. Oh shit. Alright. Block mode. It's alright, I got ahead of them, so now I just block. Like any good Forza player, I'm just gonna block everyone. Yeah. The only TXR game that I really got into was the Extreme Racer, like the main series that you run around on the Tokyo Shutoko and stuff like that. That's the only one that I really got into. The Toge series, I think it's the Drift series, that I didn't really get into that one. Not really my type of thing. I think I tried to play them a few times, but never got my attention quite as much as the Highway Battle series. Alrighty, where's the next race? Here it is. Yeah. When I set the difficulty to like a higher difficulty, I didn't win many races, but I was okay with that, right? Like you know, in a realistic sim racer, you're not like, it's difficult enough that the challenge of like just finishing the race without crashing out and like getting a good result, like second or third, is already like quite an achievement, you know. Even if you didn't win the whole race, but it might run in a championship format, and you can try and make up your lack of winning later on by, you know, achieving a better position. But in a game like this, where the objective is to win and nothing else matters, like it's not like, oh, if you finish like third place or above, you complete the objective. No, this objective is like win the whole competition. Oh my god, can I get enough speed for this? Okay. The objective of this is to win the whole competition. And so even finishing like fourth once, like maybe the objective of one objective is to win this race, and anything else won't do. So that doesn't make any sense to set it so hard that you just lose all the time, and winning will be like a fluke. That's no fun. And I just money shifted. Should I go exploring? I guess I'll just explore this town a little bit. I don't know when I'll be back. It kind of just brings back memories of Horizon 4. I suppose this is the same for every Horizon, but you just go around like driving roads that you'll never come back to again, just because you need to explore them. The drift games are physically... The drift games are a pain on OG hardware. I physically can't complete one mandatory drift event because I can't get enough throttle control. Ooh, that's a long thing to read out. Is that what is it? Acura? Integra? Call it Integra, man. Actually, yeah. Why isn't this an Integra? Why is this an Acura? I'll just buy it anyway, because for collecting, I'm never gonna drive this thing. So, was the default controls like were the default controls for that game about, like, did they use the buttons, like I think it was like X and, you know, square or whatever for the throttle and brake control. That's how it was, the default hardware. I mean, the default buttons for TXR, one of the highway battle games, was, you know, the face buttons for the throttle control. I imagine if that was the same for the drift series, then that would be tough to play. That would be a disastrous decision. Oh, I missed the sign. Whatever. Yeah, the first thing I did when I started the TXR games was to remap the controls, like always. Because why in hell would you ever, you know, have throttle on a face button when you have analog sticks? They used the X that is pressure sensitive on PS2. I did not know they had pressure sensitive buttons, but still, yeah, it doesn't give enough control, hey. That's alright. Yeah. I guess I get it's for like legacy and stuff, like people who started with the series from the beginning on whatever, like PlayStation 1 hardware might not be used to the controls of, oh, here's an analog stick that you can, like the triggers that you can pull to do controls. But it's just rough. At least you can change it. But it's not in any way like, it doesn't seem like they designed it for you to, you know, have a intuitive layout. They could easily have like a second default setting for people who are used to modern hardware. Like the modern, you know, layout of like, oh, here's right trigger for accelerating and left trigger for braking. The problem is PS2 doesn't have triggers. They don't? Wait a minute, they don't? Well, they did. Unless that's only the PS3. I guess I'll be honest, I've never owned a PS2. Okay. I've never owned a PS2. I'm outing myself as a LARPer, but I've never owned a PS2, so I only know the DualShock 5? That's literally the only piece of PlayStation hardware I've owned, is the DualShock 5. But wow, I did not know that. I thought they would have like some sort of trigger. Okay. Then how then I'm curious about how the emulators manage to adapt to triggers so well. The back triggers are actually just non-pressure sensitive buttons. Ah, did I miss that? Yep, I missed that. Just by a hair. Yeah, the emulators then... Okay, so there were physical triggers, but they don't actually conform to any... Like, they don't actually give any analog input, eh? Is that the idea? That is surprising to learn about. Didn't need to drift there, I'm just showing off. Even though the race might seem too easy, but I know that going one level up for difficulty will make things unbearably hard. Unbearably difficult. to the point that it's not really fun to play. So whatever. This difficulty is good enough. Like the difficulty where you get a bit of challenge in the beginning by starting in the back and overtaking all the cars, but after that you just keep racing around like a time trial, and that's fun. That's enough challenge for me. Anyway, there goes this competition. Yeah, the setup is pretty nice. There's only one time I've had a setup on a challenge. Like I have a setup on a car. I used someone's setup on a car and it was terrible. That's only one time that happened. Again, the face buttons are pressure sensitive, so the emulators can adapt to the triggers because it's the same code just on a different input. I see. But wow. Yeah. Oh shit, time attack. I don't want to do this. I'll just go smash that thing. Can I just go in there? Yeah. That is certainly interesting. But the face buttons are pressure sensitive, huh? I suppose, yeah. I can see how that can work, but you're right, that is a terrible way of doing it. Yeah. I do wonder why the triggers are not pressure sensitive. I suppose nowadays it might be easy to say, like looking back with hindsight, well, that should have been an analog input, but maybe at the time nobody really knew what to do with triggers. Like, for a gun, for example, like a gun trigger, it is a on-off thing. So maybe that's why they didn't have an analog input. Anyway, let's go back to the festival playlist. I got the Subaru. And I suppose I'll do a bit more just to get the Land Cruiser. The first PS1 didn't even have analog sticks. You might be right, yeah. I do remember I was playing a PS1 emulator on my phone a long time ago, and it's what do you call it? And yeah, I knew that it didn't have triggers, but not having analog sticks is another level of retroness, let's say. Retroness. Alright. Can I fast travel here? Yes. That is something to behold. Just looking around. I need some water. Where's my water bottle? Okay. Water bottle. I am fully watered. Okay, let's get this drift zone, I believe. Is this a drift zone? Oh wait, this is just a drift zone on the way. Oh, I have a Ford for that. Where is my Ford Mustang? There we go. The Tokyo Drift Ford Mustang, I think. I don't think they especially say that it is. They don't especially say that it is for. It is from the Tokyo Drift movie. But we all know that it's gotta be a reference to that film. And you put a Ford Mustang as a Forza edition in this model, in this livery, in the show, I mean in the game, and like that's gotta be a reference. Anyway. Easy. Okay. We'll just drive to the thing. Okay. Let's start this championship. see if there's any cars that we have already kept that we can use. Suppose I can use this one. It's all Fords again. I guess Ford does make a big variety of cars. Ford again. Where's my Ford? Just getting this one. Ooh, it's the newer Mustangs. I do have a small dislike of the most recent Mustang designs. I don't think they are quite don't think they're quite the lookers. I think Ford, the designers, have got it wrong. Anyway, let me go tune it. And by tuning it, I mean I'm just gonna get someone else's tune. Yeah. Well, I'll welcome anybody to have a discussion with me about the way that Ford designs their cars or their direction. There was a point in, I think there was a point in time when their design language was just right, but that point is not now. Well past already. Boop, 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 boop. Oh shit. First time driving this car, and I'm already racing it. There's a big turn. I know I just drifted down it, but driving in grips is a little bit hard. Especially with a high-powered car. Can I make it? Yeah, but not the best angle. Okay. Wee. Oop. Got a bit of a bump. It's not great for long straightaways because the gearing is a bit short. I suppose the short gearing is a part of the rally. Well, I mean, not a part of it, but it is a part of this rally tune. Good for tighter bends and stuff like that, power delivery, but not great for the long straights that this race has. Shit. So, not a great time for this. Not having a great time with this car, but I'll see what I'm gonna do. Like, look. Well, that's not really a fault of the gearing. Shit. More like my problem. Get out of here. On the turns I can probably catch up some, but there are not that many tight turns in this race, which is the big problem. Look, they're freaking catching up because I'm maxed out on my gearing already. I'm slow as fuck. Alright, I gotta leave. Because I'm not winning this race. Need to find a better tune or change cars, because sometimes even though you do tune your car to something good, it is gonna be crap. Some cars are just like that. Okay, all round best for races. Top speed, yeah. Look, I think maybe I might have better tune with better luck with this one. Hello, konnichiwa. Konnichiwa, Weirdo-san. 久しぶりです。私は忘れましたけど、多分、ファンですね。あはは。Okay, let's start this race again. Yeah. Yes. I remember your profile picture. Your picture. I know you had a Japanese name, and that's before they changed the username to like the ad names. Okay, this tune is doing a lot better. Oh, fuck. 今日は、日本に行きます。Don't know what I should say in Japanese. A little bit awkward. I have been kind of studying a bit recently though. Maybe not religiously, but just listening to podcasts and reading a bit of books, stuff like that. Oh yeah, this tune is doing a lot better than the last one. I'm actually getting speed. Oh, welcome back. Very good to see you all always. Hope you enjoy watching myself racing a bit in the old Japan. I heard that this game was very popular in Japan as well. In fact, I saw a lot of X posts, like posts on X about people who Japanese players who really enjoyed this game on their own, like exploring and racing the Shinkansen, all that stuff. Seems like a fun time. I haven't actually raced the Shinkansen yet, but some people like the train otakus. I saw a post where they were like nitpicking on the fact that the trains were going at 300 kilometers per hour like the whole way around the map, when the Shinkansen only went 300 kilometers per hour like at certain points. I think it's something like that. But it's just really interesting to see that kind of detail, like, how do I say it? Like, it's detailed enough already that it's impressive, even though it's not 100% accurate, but it's to be detailed enough that a train otaku can only say that about the Shinkansen. Or maybe it's like the type of Shinkansen that was wrong, I don't know. But at least that was like a Shinkansen, and the player could race against it. And the train fans being fans. That's right. Yeah. Did I miss it? Yeah, I missed it. God damn it. This corner is a bit rough. Okay. There were other posts, like I think it's like a kinda, how do I say? It's a bit of a cultural phenomenon that hasn't really hit Japan before. But it's what the West have always been used to, but it hasn't. But the Japanese audience wasn't really exposed to it, and that's like the ridiculousness of swapping massive engines into impossibly small cars. Like Forza, like Horizon players are well used to the idea of, oh, like, you know, back since the days of yore, back in Horizon 3 or 4, I can swap in, you know, like a V12 engine into a P50 already. But since the older games were not popular in, well, not that popular in Japan, so a lot of Japanese players didn't, well, they didn't really even like figure, well, they didn't play the game, you know, to figure that out, I guess. But with the game set in Japan now, there's like a lot of players discovering for the first time the joys of engine swapping ridiculously. Funny thing, I'm reading your comment, funny thing, I lived in servers when Horizon 3 came out, and we didn't actually have trams, at the time the game came out. Huh. Well, wherever that was set, they should have trams, I suppose. Okay. I think about my character, I think I tried to dress him or her up like Eric Cartman, but the color scheme's a bit wrong. Anyway. Alright. So, where's the rest of this competition? I have been there before, so I can fast travel there. Sweet. Where was 3 set? I kinda... 4 was my first one, so I don't actually know much about the older ones. Oh yeah, and the fact that I think 4 was the first one that was made available on PC. Oh, the game added trams where you didn't have any. Was that in Melbourne? What? 3 was Australia. Oh, maybe like Adelaide? Question mark? Not sure. Well, it's good that they added a lot of accuracy in this game. Even though, like, of course, it's not the map is not a 100%, you know, representation. Of course, it wouldn't be, because that would be not great to sit through when you drive through the country, I imagine. But parts of the map was like parts of the map were, you know, done well, as in reflected well back on reality. Even though you can tell it's a scaled version, but you can tell where, like, you can tell which part of the world they got the idea from. Ooh, okay. I like this race a lot better. A lot more like slow, tight bends on these dirt tracks that you can just power slide through. That's nice. 3 was a mismatch of all the states and put parts of Victoria up in northern New South Wales. Wow. I suppose the average overseas people would not really notice a difference, I suppose, yeah, but that is some misrepresentation. Damn, I realized I should have probably upgraded this car. The car mastery for this car. There will be one more race left. I guess I can get a bit more experience points for that race, but yeah. If I'm always just driving new cars for every event, then I should probably focus on adding some car mastery points to it so I can actually get a lot more points from them. Did I miss that one? No, I didn't. Sweet. Got it by a hair, most likely. Love pulling the e-brake. I don't know about how other people play racing games, but for me, I've always had a set of controls that I've gotten really used to, and I would just apply them on every racing game that I play. Brio is sadly not available on Steam, but on the Windows Store, but it was taken down a few years back. Yeah, that's what I don't like about the modern, you know, game landscape, I suppose, where developers have the right to just, you know, get rid of the games that you paid for. And they say like, oh, it's under license or whatever, but you know, you pay for something, you should get it. That's what I like. That's how simple it should be. You pay for something, you get it. Anyway, yeah, but I've always had a set of controls that I always just apply to any single player, racing game. Yeah, like, stop. Oh, there's a sign out there. Like, for example, for gear up and gear down, it's always A, like the Xbox A button for gear up for me, and X for gear down. Now the reason for that is it comes like it is because it's the controls of the first. These are the controls of the first. Let's put that in the garage. These are the controls of the first racing game that I played, and that's I think the first racing game I seriously played, which was Codemasters Grid. Is that the name of the company? I don't even remember anymore. But yeah, Grid. I think they were the controls from the first Grid. I love that game. So that's why I still apply those controls to every other racing game I play. And the more I use them, the more intuitive it is for me. So I can't change from them. And any racing games that don't let you, there should be very little of that. But any racing games that don't let you change the controls, I would scream, probably. It's not worth it to undo my muscle memory bindings. Okay. Alright, before I forget, let's put some points into the mastery. Drift. Airtime. I think that's all. I don't really need to put that many points in the series, in my game, in my car. Alright, the last one. I think this is it. Did I win this one? Did I? No. Okay. I think I have to go here. And I think I have to win this race. Okay. Interestingly, you see there are bikes around. Let me just go into drone mode. Hell, TXR would let you rebind literally every button in 2006, so there's no reason for games not to allow you to change the controls. Yeah, of course, absolutely. Although recently, and this is not really a racing game, so that's why I'm bringing it up. But it allows you to drive cars. That's why I bring it up. But what do you call them? Neverness to Everness, a gacha game that somehow got people's attention because it let players drive cars and race cars around. So it was to catch the racing crowd, the car loving crowd. But at the base, like at the core of the game, it's just a racing. I mean, it's a gacha game with like a bit of a gimmicky race gimmick, where you can drive cars and own cars and stuff like that. But yeah, you could not rebind controls in that game, I believe, for the driving ones anyway. So that made it a very frustrating experience, and the car physics were off as hell. So I didn't like the car gimmick for that game. And taking away the car gimmick, you're just left with a crappy gacha game. So yeah, I played it for a few hours and then I quit, pretty much. But it was pretty hyped. I think some people still really like the gacha game, for the gacha game aspects. Okay. They'll make literally anything into a gacha these days. Yeah. Although there is, you know, definitely a gacha mechanic in Forza, in Horizon, I mean. Did I get that one? I got that checkpoint, sweet. Although there is a gacha mechanic in this game, but yeah, fortunately, I suppose it's not like locked behind microtransactions. In fact, I'm actually really surprised that oh shit, off I go. Can I manage this? Ooh, get out of here. Okay. Fine, I'll race properly this time. See, I got it back already. Well, I hope so. Jesus. Okay, that was shit. That was absolute horseshit. Okay. I think he's realized in a past life I was smashed into the wall, so I'm gonna be more careful here. Anyway. Look. You do what you gotta do. Anyway. Yeah, I'm surprised that this game isn't, you know, didn't catch on with the microtransactions mechanic, and, you know, like, even though I guess because the game costs fucking 90 local currency or something like that, so that's why probably they don't think players would appreciate a microtransaction gacha mechanic. Fun thing, there's a physical gacha machine that just sold tiny Suzuki Jimneys. You know, I have a physical Suzuki every I think, is that what it's called? The van. It's called Carry, I think. One of those names, but the van. I got that in Japan. I just found some vending machines that had the physical models. Not a Jimny though, I haven't seen one with a Jimny, but that would be cool to have. Alright, what next? Let me check my playlist. Did I get enough for the thing yet? Not really. Daily challenge. Honk your horn in any Honda. That should be easy. Let me just get into a Honda. Wait, that's an Acura. See, that's bullshit. Okay, I'm gonna horn in this car, and if it doesn't give it to me, I'm gonna scream. Okay. Okay, I will scream. Great. What's an actual Honda that the game considers as a Honda? Okay, any of these. Look, it even has the other NSXs under Honda. Why the hell isn't this one? Why isn't the new NSX a Honda? That's bullshit. Like, anyway, I guess because they have scans of the American version or something. What else do I have to do? Care package. Send a gift drop to another player. I'm not sure how I can do that. Picture perfect. take a photo inside the Edogawa Baseball Museum. I think I know where that is. Have to filter by landmarks, maybe. But they should be on. Landmarks. Yeah, they should be on. Edogawa Baseball Museum. That's the Daikoku parking area. And I should know where it is because in many races they just let you drive through them. Like they take you through the baseball museum. I mean the baseball stadium. Road racing. There was a rally event which took you around and like right through the baseball museum. I mean stadium, I keep saying that. Not sure where it is. Suppose I can just drive around the city. I'll probably find it. Forza has always had certain Hondas as the American version. I think it's something about licensing. I see. Yeah, it's especially weird since I was like the last racing game I played was TXR and the Honda NSX was definitely the Honda NSX there. There's Tokyo Tower. I'll see if I can find a stadium. Actually, that's what drone mode is for, right? I could just cheat and look up where it is, but I want to try and find it in game. Oh. You can't go higher than this. What the hell is the point of a drone mode if you can't go higher than this height? Okay, well that sucks. Yep, there's Tokyo Tower. It will be... Oh, well I get why they don't let you go higher. It's because there's probably nothing modeled, you know, like from the top. Like you'll be able to expose the whole map if you go any higher. Like there's like holes in the map where the buildings are hiding and stuff like that. Well, which the buildings are hiding, that's what I mean. Anyway, I am lost. I do not know where this freaking stadium is. I guess I don't need to take that picture then. Series. Ooh, I managed to unlock the Furai. It is the tragic child of Master. How many more points do I need? I need 5 more points. Okay, let's go smash 5 vending machines. Oh my god. Okay. Jesus. It's also a case with some older stuff. In the teams model the car so the cars that they can get. Yeah, so instead of flying out to scan it, they can just rent one. Yeah. Well, I don't think you'll be able to rent an NSX anywhere, but I get your point. Is that a vending machine? That is not a vending machine. Where is a vending machine? Oh, those like back alleys might have a lot. Where is Shibuya Crossing in this game? Let's see. I think I know where I might be able to find some vending machines to smash. Or borrow one from the manufacturer. Yeah. I'm sure they would, yeah, they're more than happy to just let you... They let the racing games, you know, spread to their brand image. Except for Toyota, back then. Apparently they didn't like their games being in street racing games. I mean their cars being in street racing games. That's a funny read. Stadium. Alright, I'll cheat. I'll look up where the frickin' stadium is. because I would like to get this photo. Forza Horizon 6 Edogawa Stadium. Fuck. Edogawa Horizon 6 Edogawa Stadium. Oh yeah, on an unrelated note, I have also a more quiet keyboard. So when I type, it doesn't sound much, although I had the... It's right here. Oh yeah, there it is. Although I had not really a clicky keyboard before, but it was quite loud anyway, so I didn't quite like typing while I'm using my mic for anything like chatting or streaming. But now I have a much quieter keyboard, so that problem is solved. Oh, there it is. What do I have to do? Just take a picture, I think. Picture mode. I mean photo mode. Take a photo inside. Okay, I have to go inside. What? Why inside? Look, this guy's not inside the stadium. Misleading objective photo. He wasn't in a stadium. Why do I have to go in a stadium? Alright. This is a great photo inside the stadium. Awesome. Get out of here. Okay. So I should have... Oh, I need more vending machines. Damn it. Okay.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Oh yeah, and I do like the first person view. One thing I'm waiting till some cars that were in the previous game were added before I buy the game. I get you. Like there are some cars that I still think, you know, I'm still wishing I got. Well, I'm wishing they added to this game. That's what I mean. Hold on. Where are these vending machines?
Recalculating route.
What? They're all gone. Okay. Yeah, some people have said that they didn't add enough like K cars and stuff, which I totally agree with. I definitely want to see more K cars. I'm missing quite a few. Like I'm missing as in I long for quite a few K cars to make their appearance in this game. Because I could own one in real life, but it'll be gimmicky as hell, and it wouldn't be worth spending a lot of money for just trying to drive a K car. So I would much rather just drive it in a racing game somewhere. And they have not been made available before in racing games, so it'd be cool to just be able to drive one. Forza Horizon 5 got my real life car added, so I was hoping it'll be in this. That is another thing that I wish I could get. Yeah. But my car is not that exciting. My real life car is not that exciting, so I don't think... As in, my real life car is not that exciting to the point... it's not that exciting compared to even the other cars that the manufacturer makes. And those other more exciting cars by the manufacturer...
Recalculating
Oh,
route.
come on, that's a vending machine.
Meters.
Those other cars by the manufacturer have been added to the game, and there are plenty of them already. So my little old, boring car probably won't get added because they have filled like a quota for the amount of cars from that manufacturer, I suppose. And that's what most people will drive anyway.
Safe to do so.
There's no demand, except for me, for my crappy car. Okay. Complete. Everything complete. Sweet. Alright. I don't understand why the more exclusive car, the more, you know, desirable in my opinion, the more rare car. I don't understand why it's not the reward for the higher category.
Turn around when it is
I've got his interest, apparently. Yeah. What's he doing? Whatever. I don't care. Let's do some more objectives to increase my Horizon points. Heavy hitters. What's fun? 350. The newer stuff I unlocked is like up here, I think. Any higher points races, or are they all just the same? 350, they're all like 350, so I guess I'll just do one at a time. I hate buggies, I don't like them. Rally cars, you know, I'll do this one. Yeah, and there are some cars which are in manga and stuff like that, which I really like. Recent manga featured a bunch of kind of not so exciting cars, but you know, they're in the manga, so I was hoping I could at least own some of them. But they don't seem to be available in this game. The most annoying bit for me is the manufacturer only has one car in the game, so bringing the freshly modeled one would have been a no-brainer.
turn around when it is safe to do so.
Yeah, if it was in the previous game, I think it would have been a no-brainer to add it to this one. Okay, why am I still driving this car? I guess while I'm driving this car, I'll just get some XP from it before I put it away and never drive it again. Guess I'll get my V-spec. Maybe they are holding out though. Maybe they are waiting until, like, just saving it for a car pack or something. You know,
Turn around
you wouldn't,
when it is safe to do
like,
so.
a lot of players wouldn't just come back if they didn't have a reason to. Like, once they've completed a lot of the objectives and gotten a lot of cars, you know, then they might feel like, oh well, the game is done, guess I'll retire forever.
Turn left.
But having a future car pack to wait for, maybe that'll keep them coming back. Anyway, go go go.
When it is safe
Ah,
to do
fuck
so.
me. Just a bit off. Just a bit off. They're drip feeding the cars. Yeah, you're right. And I like that term, drip feeding. But that's not fast enough. Reminds me of when I played GTA Online.
Meters. Turn left.
Yeah, that was a fun time. Rockstar was drip feeding a lot of cars as well. Not fast enough. And thank God for the rewind feature for this crap. Okay, there we go.
Recalculating route. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Okay. Right, I was here because I wanted to play that race. And that's the thing with this game. In the open world, it's like you get so easily just distracted with stuff. Do I want to buy this car? I think I already have this car. I don't want to spend 450 grand on it. Let me just make sure. I think I have this car. It's on the Subaru. Did I get this car? Actually, I didn't. Hey. Is it on the Subaru? I don't remember. Filter. Can I filter by Forza Edition? Yes. I only have a few and none of them are this. I guess I will buy it then. I've seen the bots use it in racing games. I mean, in the races, they are apparently pretty formidable. And they go on sale. I mean, they get sold out pretty quickly in the auctions. So this is a good way to get one. You know, just find one in the wild. All right, where's this thing? Oh, I'm here already. I might as well just do that race. This green race here. I'm actually really looking forward to some cars from Daihatsu, and you know they don't have that many cars, and most of them are K cars, and I'm aware that they are wholly owned by Toyota. But yeah, Daihatsu cars, please. Oh wait, this is the buggy gate. This is the buggy race. I hate the buggy races. Get me out of there.
400 meters. Turn sharp right. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Okay. That's better. What do I want? I got the Pulsar. I guess I'll race with this, although I know that it's not the best car. Retro Rally. Gonna head out for a second sometime, just downloading. That's alright. No worries at all. Thanks for coming by. If you want to come back, that's alright. If you don't either, that's okay. I'll stream again at some point in my life. It's alright. I guess I'll race with this one. Actually, maybe I'll get the Subaru Legacy. Or the Liberty in this place where I reside. But I already started the race, so suppose not then. You're winning easily. Now it's time to increase the challenge. Alright. Yeah, sometimes they ask you to increase the difficulty. I'll take it, but I think I'll be proven that they are just too difficult for my skill level anyway. Like, not in addition to being a bit faster, they're also like more aggressive, I think. And like way too aggressive, you know. So there's no real point in... It's not that fun to try and race them. Okay, I just fecked up there. Where the driver tasks really loose usually are in the corners. Because they try to follow the recommended, you know, the bot lines. And on the straightaways you will lose, like straight away. It's alright, we got 3 laps to try and reel this guy in. Now on the straightaways, I am gonna lose. Look at him go! He's just pulling the hell away. I wonder if I'll ever catch up to him. There are some tight bends up ahead which I might conceivably catch up to them. Oh shit. That turned much sharper than I expected. That's a good corner. It'd be nice to know how far back I am, but I think I'm getting closer. Alright. I can't mess up these corners because, they actually are kind of important. If I don't want to lose too much distance and have any chance of catching up with them. And possibly not lose. Come on, come on, come on. Get up this hill. Come on. I think I just lost. We'll see. Did I miss? Yep, I missed. Okay. Okay. No, that doesn't work. Let me get a better line. I wonder if I'll ever catch up at all. Let's see, I am kind of reeling him in, but just kinda doesn't work here. Unless I like fucking I think I missed the checkpoint anyway. It's like go Hail Mary. But whatever. Maybe I'll just be second. Because he just pulls away here. Yeah, so highly skilled. I think I was on highly skilled and they just upped me to expert level. That's the result, I think. You know, like, if the objective was to win here, I would not have gotten it. And I was playing on expert for a little bit. But yeah, it's just not that fun. So, if the objective was to win here, then I'm gonna go back to highly skilled. Let's see. Not buggies. It does ask, like there is a win condition. So I don't see why you'd ever pick a difficulty where you're not gonna reliably win. So I'm just gonna do this again, but under a more lenient difficulty. Okay, is it gonna let me pick the difficulty? Okay. Yeah, let's go back. And just for like 5% difficulty bonus rating. Like, come on. Excuse me. It's not worth all that difficulty just to get 5% more credits. Yeah, in this race, I'm gonna make a fool of myself if I don't win this race immediately. I'm gonna sound like an idiot if I don't win immediately. But yeah, let's hope I win this race. Otherwise, I would be less of a driver than I think I'm capable of being. There needs to be a slight middle ground, I think, between highly skilled and expert. Which are the two difficulties that I travel between, let's say. Bowie knife? What's he doing here? I have this idea that maybe Bowie knife is just like a default NPC. And he's not like a real player. Anyway. I know of the memes and lore behind the guy, so... But yeah, just my own headcanon theory. Yeah, I was saying, there should be a middle ground between highly skilled and the expert difficulty. Because highly skilled, which is what I'm playing on now, as you can see, like they're a bit less hard, you know. Of course, that's what you get for lowering the difficulty. Okay, too much grip. I was expecting to drift through there. And that's a shit line, I understand. But yeah, highly skilled just allows you to kind of do this stuff and get away with it. Which I guess is fun enough for a casual race. But if you were on expert difficulty, you would not be allowed to make such mistakes. Jesus. Okay, it's alright. Get it back in the next corner. There you go. And yeah, one more difficulty up and they would have pulled away from that. I would not probably get that back. And to me that's like, kind of like, there's no middle ground there, and I wish there was. Like maybe something like kind of really high skilled but not quite expert level difficulty, and you would earn 2.5% more credits for choosing that. And why not, like in the future, maybe they could just have a difficulty that, well, scales. It'll be one way to put it, and that's maybe kind of sounds like close to rubber banding, but that's not really the difficulty that I would say. I don't know. Just something more adaptive to your skill level. Because I can feel that I am between highly skilled level and expert level. And yeah, got this race. On highly skilled level, I am doing absolutely just fine. But on expert, then I'm like struggling. So somewhere in the middle would be nice. Anyway, of course winning is not, like winning on highly skilled is also just like, just difficult enough to remain fun. Let's see, speed zone. Okay, let's go for this. While I'm here, while I'm around the place, let me get into my R32. What was that player's name? Hold on, I saw a player there.
Turn left.
Jeebus, I am going fast. Okay, here we go. Speed zone.
at your destination.
Let's see. 2 stars? Okay, let me try that again. Maybe I needed something a little better for off-road. Or maybe I just need to skill up.
You've arrived at your destination.
Okay, now there's 3 stars. Alrighty, what's next? Let me see my map. Not the buggy race. Trailblazer. Let's do that. And switch to my favorite straight line, cut through anything vehicle. I'm very lucky to have obtained this on a roll, because I've been using it like mad to get points and stuff like that. Also, while I'm here, I might as well just do a few rolls. Okay, 100 grand, nice. Hi, long time no stream. Where were you? Oh, busy, you know, doing this and that. Good to see you again. You. Hey, you. 10,000 credits. Not good. Come on. 15,000 credits. Not good enough. Again. Come on. Give me something good. Again. 3 times in a row. This gacha sucks. Okay, last one. Last one. I'll just wait. I'll wait. Nope. Got a whole lot of nothing. What else can I get? While I'm here, message center. Some news. Surveys. Vinyl groups. Training setups. Livery designs. Claim all. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, wait. I want those.
Recalculating route.
Yeah, I've been busy. Thanks for asking. Good to see you again. You. Where's this board? Oh, I found it. Great. Okay. I think it goes that way. Poor family of 4.
You've arrived at your destination.
Alright, let's go through this forest. Whee! Oh shit. Make it. I missed it. I guess I'm not allowed to use the rewind. I can use rewind. Okay. It's very big rain here. It's raining like cats and dogs. How about at my place? No rain. No rain. No cats and dogs either. But yeah, very nice weather, but very cold. Very cold. So it's it'll be even worse if it's raining though. So I'm glad that it's not, because it's already very cold. Ooh, it's a drift zone. I don't think I've scored on that yet. Let me go to the beginning of this zone. Oh, freaking A. I missed it. Beep 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 beep. Beep beep beep. Okay. I wonder if I can get a different tune for this car. I kind of forgot what tune I have. Drag, perfect cross country, best off-road build. Yeah, maybe I will. Got like drifting, skill points. Yeah, just for skill points. Because I'm not racing in this thing. Just for free roam. Let's have a look. I wonder if it's any better. Whee! Oh, what the heck?
So, we have a possible
Oh, I found a barn find car.
stores. Want to get some footage of this?
It's been a while since I've seen my character in a cutscene. Holy!
Just look at that engine.
This was an on-track monster back in the day.
That is a nice find.
Constructor's winner.
I don't usually care much about barn finds, but I'm glad that I did find this one.
Yuji? I heard it was at
It's an R33
That's right. It was around
GT500 car.
Look at the build-up on the bodywork. The upkeep would have been costly.
Costly.
Why it's been left in the middle of repairs.
I'm actually really
Costly.
happy about this one. Yuji, work your magic.
And then snap! You know, just pour some water on it and snap! It becomes like brand new.
We got it. I'll let you know.
Being restored. Okay. Ooh. Send and receive cars. Oh, this is the gift drop option.
Hey, you know, just a thought. There's no real reason to leave a barn empty, carless.
I think I'm still moving. I can hear myself crashing in the background.
Okay, what you thinking?
Alright. Any duplicates? Apparently I just have duplicate BE1s. So
What will the word on the street be about this car?
I'll give them an absolute shit car. Anyone.
As it's a gift, it's nice to leave a note. You know, make it more personal.
I hope this car will bring you a lot of victories, says me as I give them this piece of shit old car.
Do you want to be a cryptic mystery gifter, or do you think, no, tell them exactly who left it?
I'll leave a player name.
Okay, here's what it all looks like. You cool with that?
Yep. You can have this little car and... whoops. No. You can have this little car and I hope it brings you a lot of victories.
Hope it finds a good owner.
Great. Okay. Care package complete. Alright, this car is alright. Ooh. Porsche 959. Do I have this thing? And how much does it cost? A million? A million? But it is legendary. But a million? A bajillion dollars? A million? Let me check my cars. Just make sure I don't actually own it. I probably don't own it. But let me just make sure I do not own it. Do I want to buy this thing? For $1 million? Yes, I think I will. And I'll store it right now. Because I think I was doing something else. What was I doing again? Before I got distracted. This race? Possibly? Oh wait, no. I was trying to get the drift zone. Where was that drift zone? It was up here. Okay. Why the hell am I down here? Oh yeah, because I crashed through a bush, and then I ended up in the barn. Let me try this drift zone first, then I'll come back. Okay. Let me bank these points. I'm sure they will be banked anyway if I change cars, but it's whatever. Okay. Let's go. Drift machine. Wonder if this drift setup will work well on the dirt as well. It does seem to be working. It does seem to be drifting. Yep, very much so. Very much drifting. Can I cut? Yeah. Doesn't have to be around the poles. I mean, doesn't have to be between the poles. I am doing terribly in this setup though. I mean in this run I am doing terribly. Or the wrong angles. Come on. Give me a big angle. Big angle of attack. Come on.
You've arrived at your destination.
How many stars? 1 star. Yep, I knew that was rough. How many stars do I need? 130k. Okay, let's try that again. Need like bigger angles. I think they get me bigger points, you know? Slippery. Well, I'm already getting close to my previous points. Yeah, throw that ass out. Okay. But that's still not quite enough.
You've arrived at your destination.
I'll try again. Maybe I'll have better luck downhill. But yeah, maybe on the dirt it's not that good. Gotta keep it on the road. Oh Jesus. Terrible at this. I think speed does matter a bit as well. Probably. Yep, I'm wasting a lot of potential drifting moments. Jesus. Oh yeah, this is not the run. Let me try that again.
You've arrived at your destination.
58,000 more points. I think I should be just like drifting into the zone. That's better. Oh yeah. Now we're talking. Shit. Messed up a bit though. Oh. I triggered photo mode. Yeah, that was not enough points anyway.
Unlucky, but the drift zone isn't going anywhere. Head back to the start, give it another run. Just make sure you're moving forwards through the zone. Any stopping or wrong turns ruins the flow and you won't get your score.
I was close. I was close. Come on. Okay. Why am I going back? Oh my god. Alright, let's try that again. Horizon Stunt Party now available. Alright, I'll give this one more try. If I still can't get 3 stars, then I will just call it. Because I don't want to spend too long getting stuck here. Oh god. That's a terrible start. Yeah, close. You know, I'll give it. I'll go the other way. I'll go the other way. Just one more time, because I think I'm really close. I'm not getting enough angle, I think. Going too fast. Yeah, I'm gonna go back down for another run.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Alright, try that again. Oh my god. Okay, let's go. Nope. How should I start this? Oh, what button did I just press? Freaking photo mode? Oh my god. I gotta disable that button. That's causing mayhem. That's not enough. It's not enough. Fucking hell. Just not enough. Alright, let me get rid of photo mode on the buttons. What button is that anyway? Why did it activate photo mode? D-pad up. How do I get rid of this? X. Okay. Yes, no, I don't want photo mode right where my finger is gonna be.
That was a fun project. You got a fully fixed up Nismo in your garage. The Fable number
Great.
23.
Nismo. Alright, messed up that corner. Well, with going uphill, I can just like keep my foot on the throttle. Going downhill though, I need to kind of slow down or I'm gonna get too much speed and I can't drift properly. Yeah, I think uphill is the better run. Because you'll go slower naturally.
You've arrived at your destination.
I did get over 100k, but yeah. Messed it up. Let's try again. Need a better start to this.
Arrived at your destination.
Come on. Alright, one more time. I swear this is the last time. Maybe this is not even the right car for it, honestly, but... Close. My fingers are gonna start hurting soon. Fucking hell. Too shallow. Alright, downhill. I'm really close, you know? I'm really close. Okay. That just lost me a bunch of points. Nope. What? It's like cutting through that corner just doesn't earn me any points. Okay, that's better. Too far, too far. Ah, come on. Like 1,000, I don't know, 100 more points. Oh my god. Alright. 62 more points. I needed 62 more points to get 3 stars for that drift zone. I'm not leaving here until I get 62 points more for that drift zone. Come on. $62 points more. This is a painful one. I can see that even my friend who loves this game, just above me on the leaderboard, I see him. He only did the minimum necessary and just left. Because this seems like kind of painful. Okay. That's not gonna earn me any points. I gotta go wide for this one. Nope. Nope. Alright. Go wide, go wide. Just gonna try and get as many points as I can in this final stretch. Ah. Okay, okay. Really close now. Just tap the throttle. Sliding all around the place. All right. Nope.
You've arrived at your destination.
I'm doing worse. Somehow I'm doing worse. Maybe I should try a different car. Whatever. It's alright. I'll just grind until I get the score that I need. How is the score calculated anyway? It seems like it's just whenever I'm in a drift, it goes up. Like theoretically, like if I just kept the wheels spinning, going up, you know, it seems like it just goes up and up and up. So maybe I can just like farm it on this, on these straights. Just don't go too fast. Yeah, I think this is working. This is kind of bullshit, but I think it's working. Well, clearly not as well as I thought it was, because I'm still not getting the full amount of points. Alright, it's alright, we'll move on. I'll go do something else. Let's do something that is more fun. Like how about muscle car racing? And where is the closest thing we can fast travel to? Cause that was not very fun, but I tried. That's all that matters. Okay. I wonder if it would have been better if I was in a different car. But oh, I give up. Yeah, maybe that just wasn't the right car for it.
In 400 meters, turn sharp left. Turn sharp
All right.
left.
The Godzilla. Yeah, this car is, of course, legendary. Of course, maybe not in this current day and age, but it's always cemented itself as a legend. The Godzilla. Legends about how it dominated the races in Australia and stuff like that. And, you know, pretty much worldwide as well, given the stability and power of its platform. Of course, not this current version I'm driving, because the Godzilla is probably not even this quick. This is just engine swapped and stuff like that. But still, it is a legend. Don't get it wrong. Okay.
You've arrived at your destination.
Let me do these objectives before I start the race, because there are some There are some objectives around. And a board. Okay. Where does this trailblazer go? I think it goes up, down that way. For sale, Mustang S5. Do I want this thing? Not really. I'll just buy it to collect it anyway. Okay. Alright. Stuck behind this thing. Okay. Let's fly. This thing is clearly not designed for off-road, but I'm just gonna fly through here. Whee! Okay. Yeah, probably would have had better luck using the F-150, F-250, F-350, one of those. But I guess I'll just go 300 kilometers per hour over dirt roads, because what can go wrong? Whee! Yipes, I'm gonna end up in the sea! Okay. Alright. Top 75% of the leaderboard. Wow. 10 seconds. Jesus. Okay. Let's go back up there. And let's actually do this race. Stop getting distracted. Muscle cars, that's right, I love muscle cars. And A. Muscle car A. Well, I just bought this one. RTR Spec 5. Which one do I want to play with? The Dark Horse or Total Muscle? What are the categories I need? Just muscle? Modern muscle? Retro muscle? Any muscle car, I suppose. Let me see what I've got. Filter. Classic muscle. Modern muscle, and there should be retro muscle. Any others? Nope. Okay. I could try the GTS. I mean the Viper. The Viper is a pretty classic car. Not sure how well it does do in races. I'll go for something more modern. Of course, modern doesn't always mean better, but I hope they are spec'd better in the game. They have more, you know, stability or whatever. A-Tune. All-time grades. Whatever this one is. It'll probably work. Good thing I can do this outside of the garage. Oh yeah, this is the Mustang design that I said I didn't really like. They think the design team kind of dropped the ball on that one, I think. The rear light especially. And that's the stuff that I'll be staring at most of the time. In normal daily road driving or even in a racing game. It's just the rear of the car that you'll be looking at, and the rear of the car is not the most pleasing to look at. I think it's better if I remain on the road. Muscle cars don't really like being off-road, I imagine. Whoa. Alright. Didn't gain anything from that. How about here? Alright. Bit more. Okay, let's do you. And I'm gonna smash into him. Let's see if that will work out. We're only 30% of the way through. So I should catch up back to that guy. I know that was not a proper way of going through there, but you know. It's a single player race. I'm not upsetting anyone. Those poor drivatars. Would somebody think of the poor drivatars? And what they have to put up with every day? They probably have like trauma from how other players treated them. Okay, after this race, I think I'll probably head off. It was a nice time to stream again. Good to kind of be able to get the throat muscle going again. I do miss streaming, that's why I continue coming back for it. But yeah. Right now I just don't have the stability in my schedule to commit back to full-time streaming. I do miss the days when I can do that. And I do have a game in mind to stream, like a game with, you know, reasonable progression that I could play around with, and like that I could, you know, pass off as a series, that I can stream as a series. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I do have a game in mind, but that will be maybe for when my life does settle down a little bit. Okay. Very well. I think that will mostly be all for today. I'll just wrap up by checking all my messages and sorting my cars and whatever. Get me out of this car, man. Car mastery. While I'm here, let me get this thing. And then never touch this car again. Rivals. My rivals. Not Nismo. Beat you in the challenge. Wow. I'm not gonna race this guy. Do I want to race this guy? 9 seconds. I can select a car. I know my friend, and he's quite good at these games. I'll give it a try. See if I come even close. And I don't know what car he used. I didn't look. But let's see. 3, 2, 1, go. Well, this is an Aston Martin, even though it is an off-road version, a travesty I might say. But it is, well performing. Yeah, Christ. Okay, well let's restart then. Because if I rewind, I get flagged. I was doing quite well, I think. But you know, that's just the difference between the car. Like, look. I'm just beating him off the line. No skill involved, unfortunately. And I do hope I can keep this up through the whole race. Because buggies are probably a bit better off-road than a full-fledged, you know, SUV. Yeah, he's coming, look, he's coming. Just the off-the-line difference, that's different. Trippy to see the trees disappearing from the road, eh? Well, like I said, I'll give it a try. Seems my acceleration is a bit better, but you know, like I think his corners are a bit better. I don't think I've even done this race. Why did it say, you know, he beat my time? I don't think I've done this race. Anyway. Shit. You know, I feel like I've done this stadium. I'm not sure about this race though. This time trial. I have a feeling that it was one of those like scheduled events, you know, like the showcase events or like the mandatory events, because it was pretty forgettable. Because I'm sure I would have beat I'm sure my friend would have beat me if he was actually serious. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, he probably wouldn't be using that car as well. Alright, I don't know who that guy is. No thanks. I only treat my friends like absolute shit. Okay. Shinkansen, very cool. Very Japan. Thing Japan. Temple, Japan. Road, Japan. Okay, what else can I wrap up? I have a wheel spin. Let's have a look. Come on, it's 35 grand. I wanna shoot myself. YouTube don't flag that. Pink wristband. Bear. Lucky find. I think I will... I kinda want some of these, maybe the rocket. These are kinda easy to get. The star. The bread is fun. But you gotta farm for that. You know, I got this one. I think I got this one. Look. Earn a total of 1000 air skills of any grade across events. And it's over. So why hasn't it been unlocked yet? Like, surely these would have been unlocked because they passed the objective mark. Anyway. Maybe I have to level up further or something like that. Bond finds. I think I got this one.
Go see what it can do.
Did I just get in it? What's happening? Ooh, here. There we go.
Welcome back, Timothy.
Oh yeah, get these. Get some of these. Got a super wheel spin. Boop. I cannot be outraced. White race gloves. Going home. RX-7. Alright. Wheel spin. Viking horn. Good stuff. What else is here? Bird song. The Ghibli cup. The Maserati Ghibli. That is certainly a car. Credits. Reversing. Kakigori. Matcha tea. You know what? I do want to try out the reverse horn. Where might it be? Our referee? Nope. Maybe a next level difficulty. Nope. Maybe a next level of difficulty. I mean rarity. Reverse horn. Yep, reversing. That is amusement. That is amusing. You know, let me go to the auction house for a second. I want to see how much a Porsche 959 sells for. Not that I will sell it. I think I want to keep my 959. But I would like to see how much it sells for. Now if I can find it in the menu. 911. Oh wait, there we go. This one. They do sell, but they sell for a bunch. I think I paid 1.35 million for it. The buyout usually is about this much. I can flip it for a profit maybe, if anybody buys these at the buyout price, but I'll keep mine anyway. Alright, well before we go, I just want to drive this Nismo. This GT 500 car just a little bit, just to see how it feels. One thing about these racing games is it's not really just about like racing the fastest car, but it's also about owning a car that you might never be able to drive, or never might not even exist in the world anymore. Ooh, Lexus. Nah, I don't really want that, but I guess I'll buy it. Why not? It's about owning and possibly being able to drive a car that might not exist in the real world anymore, or might not be practical for anybody to earn, but like a business. It's not about it being the fastest or the best in the game. There could be like a really rare special edition that that just doesn't exist in the world anymore, or very rare, like impossible to obtain in the world. Like for example, the Furai, the Master Furai, which was the prize car for the festival playlist, because the actual prototype was destroyed in a fire. So now it's impossible to actually, you know, own one. But luckily, you know, you can still drive one that's driving well, and it can still live its best life in a virtual environment. And I think that's a nice ending for the car, even though the actual car was destroyed in real life, but it lives on in the game, and like in this game and many other, you know, many other alternate games that feature this car as well. I think it's nice, like nice virtual car heaven for the Furai. Alright. Well, I think that's about it for today. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for my old viewers for coming back. Yeah, really was fun, and I do promise, I solemnly hereby swear that if I, or when I get my schedule back in order, ooh, come on, I wanted that. Ooh, I did want that 6x6 G63, but I guess $250,000 is a bit better. But yeah, I do swear that when I get my schedule back in order, what a disappointment. I should be streaming full time again. So yeah, I wonder if I should daily drive this car. I'll see you later. But yeah, I've played enough of this for now, so Nice to drive this old race car again. Yeah. And then somebody's gonna put like anime liveries on it, which is not gonna be out of character, mind you. In fact, yeah, for most Japanese cars, I feel like it might even add market value if I add an Itasha like anime character livery on it. Anyway, so yeah, let me go back to the chatting room. That's all for today. Thank you all for coming. I really enjoyed being able to stream again, and maybe I'll see you all next time in a different game. I'm not sure if I'll stream Horizon 6 again. Yeah. Talk to you all next time. Have a good evening, good morning, good day, wherever you may be. Ciao ciao, hasta luego, matane matane, bye bye. How do I end this again? Bye.